Bad news for Rudy Gobert fans, as it looks like the Stifle Tower is going to miss a significant amount of time with his injury.
R-U-D-Y is O-U-T out.
Yeah, he's going to be on the shelf for quite some time, which raises the question, what are these guys going to do without their defensive centerpiece?
Hand down, man down.
That doesn't mean what you think it means, Hornet.
Look, someone's got to step up.
Okay, strong agree there, but that's easier said than done. Rudy Gobert.
Jay! Hey. Sorry, I know it's right before the game.
No, it's all good. What's up?
Okay, so here's the deal really quick. We've got a bunch of people in the audience that we paid to take video of you and put it up on social.
Take video of me for what?
Okay, so here's the pitch. Totally don't have to do it if you don't want to.
It's easy.
But all you would have to do is put on this hat, make a half-court shot during the shoot-around. We'll put it up on social, and you get paid. Easy money.
I get paid to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just make a half-court shot in the hat, you get paid.
Half court.
Yeah.
For you guys, I'll do it.
Yeah, there you go.
Give me the hat. Let's do this.
In the hat, half court.
My guy!
Got you.
All right, good game.
Good game. Love that dude.
Get your official NBA merchandise. Team shirts, jerseys, jackets, letters, and more available at the Sports Zone Station, located in the North and South Lobbies.
No friends, I be chillin' alone. Don't be hitting my phone. Baby fakes, I can see they just close. Don't need to did it all on my own. Work hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone. Get in my zone.
Just a reminder, folks, to make certain to be here for figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine of your favorite mascot, the Sixers mascot.
Baby fake, I can see they just close. Don't forget to come out to the game. Work hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone. Get in my zone. The Sixers mascot.
And folks, make sure to be here for backpack day. Bring the kids, they'll get a free Sixers backpack.
Overseas, I ain't switching the state. London ain't sitting eating a steak. Told mama I'ma get what it takes. Young boy, I'm cleaning the slate. High risk, yeah, I'm breaking the stakes.
And folks, make sure to be here for
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's always fun to look around and see fans singing our Stars Spangled Banner.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Moments away at Wells Fargo Center, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Miami Heat. The Heat coming into this one following a loss to the Grizzlies. That game was high scoring. Tonight, they'll need to be better defense.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Joel Embiid and the Sixers have been through a lot in the last 5 years. At the beginning, there were so many losses on and off the court. But trust the process became a mantra.
Thank you, David. So the opening lineup for the Heat, filling out the wings, it's Waiters and Butler. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. And it's Winslow in at the point guard. And for Philadelphia, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Ben Simmons.
Well, one thing you can say about the Heat team, very long and very athletic.
That helped them really stay competitive in a lot of games. But when you can't shoot the ball, really, really hard to come back in games where there's teams firing away from three and you can't mount any sort of offensive comeback.
Waiters dishes to Winslow. Back to Waiters. It's hauled in by the 76ers, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
A substantial, towering presence. Simmons creates second chance opportunities night in and night out.
Here's Olynyk, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Long season, Brent, halfway through. Some teams try to create camaraderie, team dinners and team trips, and I would think that would help.
Well, that helps with your personal savings. You're not spending.
Absolutely,
You're not spending your per diem.
No per diem spend.
Well, there's a tremendous article that was written last year about what it is that Greg Popovich created in San Antonio. Funny thing, when that article came out about the Spurs dinner culture, I had people that were calling me up going, "You should read this," and I said, "Read it. I lived it." Are you kidding me? But absolutely, time like that, time where you have conversation, time in front of one another, where you learn about. Hopefully you're learning about the vulnerabilities of your teammate, because in the end, that's what ends up making you stronger. So I think those kind of things help immensely.
Richardson kicks to Simmons. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And it's Butler missing.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Now here's Waiters. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Butler on the way. Back to Waiters. Just 5 on the clock. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
76ers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Olynyk. For the Heat, their last game, a loss to the Grizzlies.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And you cannot afford to do that when you're in an opponent's building. You got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Comes up empty down low.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Shots good by Waiters.
Let's face it, with this guy, it is bombs away every chance he gets. You got to get up on Waiters.
It's blocked.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Simmons with the defensive effort. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 4. And Embiid gets it to go.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
That's not going to do it either. He's 0 for 5. Miami leading by 4. Ball's knocked loose. And now Philadelphia on the break, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Dion Waiters.
And it's great to see Horford looking determined to get himself to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he sinks the second. Heat have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. And stolen by Richardson. It's 2-on-1 for the finish, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
Richardson doing a great job in transition. Has good speed that time, accelerates in the open floor.
Winslow against Simmons. Winslow finds Butler. Waiters outside. It's tipped and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Five to shoot. Butler against Richardson.
Well, there's no vacancy down there. Josh Richardson gives no room to the offensive player.
And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
Here's Waiters after the Sixers pick up 2. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Embiid.
Still struggling to find some consistency as an offensive player, but Waiters does get to the free throw line a fair amount for a guy who shoots so many threes.
And that one misses. Well, Dion Waiters, the epitome of a player that can shoot you in or out of a game. Very hit or miss night to night.
Yeah, the thing about Dion is he's got a very short memory, Kevin, so he'll continue to fire it up there and try to make an impact in the game offensively. You're either on Waiters Island, where it's full of life on nights where he's hitting it, or it's completely deserted, and there's no point in going.
So it's Miami now. 76ers getting the bucket.
Well, he wants to score. If someone cuts off Waiters' drive, he has that pull-up jumper to add to.
Embiid misses that one. His first miss of the night, 2 for 3. There's Winslow, and it's blocked by Simmons. Top of the key. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Simmons against Winslow. Pass to Olynyk. Outside Butler. Shoots over Embiid. Butler, no good.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Here's Richardson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Pass to Embiid. Poked away. Now here's Winslow. Kicks it to Olynyk. Outside Butler. Passes it to Waiters. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Embiid. Brent, for your money, who's the most complete player in the NBA right now? A 3 off the inbound. Here's Harris. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And Tobias has a good frame and has good strength. I like to see him go in there and put it to good use on the offensive glass.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Jones, Hero out there with Winslow. Then it's James Johnson, and it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Good on the bucket. Johnson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. They get it back. It's Adebayo with the rebound. The Heat trail by 5. Johnson goes in. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 3 assists now in this one. Releases. And no good that time. And Miami the other way now.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Bolden. Horford comes in for Harris. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Burke. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Miami. Now here's Winslow. He's covered closely. Shot's good by Butler.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. To the middle. It's tipped. Winslow with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. Here's Butler. He kicks to Winslow. 6 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Adebayo with the bucket.
There's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Olenek, he's checked in for the Heat. The 76ers trail by 4. To the inside. Embiid, no good. Heat on offense. They've picked up 11 straight. Inside, Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Down low, here's Hero. And he goes in for the dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Friday, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks coming into town. And then on Saturday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
In that matchup against the Bucks, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And no one really crashing down on the backside, a breakdown defensively.
To the paint, here's Horford, and finished off by Horford.
All right, Al Horford getting up there for the gym. You forget how big he is.
And here's Miami. They're on a 17-7 run. On the wing, Winslow. Richardson cover. Winslow's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 3. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
76ers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And it's the Heat with the ball. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Hero, no good. And so it's Ennis bringing it up now for the 76ers. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
Not a close contest either the last time they got together. Everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Miami's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. They double him with Horford. Now the pass to Hero. Loose and stolen by Horford. Olynyk with the steal. Banked in off the glass. And the Heat lead by 3.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Dishes it to Ennis. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Basket counts. 12 points for him.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Miami's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Hero. 9 points last game. Count it.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Stolen by Winslow. It's hauled in by Richardson.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Hero. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Hero's got 8 points in the quarter. The 76ers trail by 3. Inside. Lays it up off the glass.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Winslow kicks to Butler. Pass to Hero. A baseline J, and it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Jacks up a 3. And Winslow pulls it down.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And for the 76ers, they're shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. And how about a look at the most recent power rankings? Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they've been passed up, moving down to the 4th spot.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they weren't supposed to be this effective at this point in the season. The question now is, can they sustain it?
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Ennis. Heat also with a sub. Waiters, he's checked in for Hero. Here's Butler. Buries it down low. Butler's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
From deep 3-point range. And Winslow pulls it down.
Yeah, and that 3-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Swatted by Horford. In terms of interior defense, Al Horford up there amongst the top.
And the 76ers making a change here.
And last year, a bit of a pivot for Justice Winslow in terms of his game. Found one of the better ways he could contribute to the team is through his developing playmaking skills.
And the free throw, no good. And for Winslow, he filled in at the point when Dragic was injured last season.
And Winslow looked really comfortable in that playmaking role. We know he struggled with his shooting, but when he can contribute with his passing, it adds another layer to his game.
Shot by Johnson, no good. The 76ers lead. A floater. Good D by Johnson.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm. 2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Don't want to rush it, but you don't want to take too much time here.
Here's Waiters, and O'Quinn sends it back.
O'Quinn demonstrating solid timing there, and that's a pretty vicious rejection.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. .24 seconds left to play in the first half. Waiters for 3.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter, but nothing since.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. And here is Butler. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops.
And just no question that Butler is a bona fide star. I mean, a tough, rugged defender who's also a juggernaut on offense.
Both shots good from the stripe. Puts up a three. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a one-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that will be the middle game of this three-game homestand. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Josh Richardson. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Just phenomenal timing from Simmons, leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart.
Waiters outside over Simmons. Waiters no luck.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And his offensive struggles continue.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
Olynyk with the steal. Looking to get back on track here. And then Waiters with the jam.
How about the awareness there for Butler? The D goes to sleep and Jimmy finds the wide open man.
Fires for three, connects from three-point range. 19 points in the game.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You look at Butler. He's got a claim in the final place in the Eastern Conference starting lineup. He's 5th in fan voting.
And it's been a season to remember for him so far. And it'll only get better if he can hang on to that starting spot for All-Star Weekend.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Waiters outside. Back to Winslow. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. No good.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Count it.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Kicks it to Olynyk. Waiters surveying the D. Passes it to Butler. Clock at 6. The dish to Winslow. They need this. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's now 6 points for Justice Winslow.
Like to see Justice Winslow doing great work on the interior like that.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. It's going to be Horford shooting. It goes on Dion Waiters. Replay angles are interesting, Brent. Instant feedback on social media. Talk about the increased pressure now on referees to get every call right.
Well, so many times, Kevin, on nights where you're working games, you sit there for a minute and a half.
In super slow motion looking at the play.
And still sometimes hard to get it right.
Very hard.
What I think the league should think about doing with the competition committee is every team in the league should have 3 and 4 cameras that are mounted so that every time there's a replay at any given arena, they have access to the same angles.
For every game.
Every game. Where are most of the times these calls being missed? Where are these calls getting wrong? And how is it that we can implement some technology to help us not only get it right more often, which is the most important thing, but also fair and balanced vision for the referees to have an opportunity to do so.
What an excellent idea. The Heat trail by 12. He kicks to Winslow. And the pass to Butler. The shot misses. Good D by Embiid. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
The Heat making a switch here. Heroes checked in. Both good from the line that time.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Rebound by the 76ers. Horford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Winslow, the pass to Hero. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
To the middle, here's Horford, and he lays it straight in. Horford's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
On the wing, Winslow. Guarded by Simmons. Olynyk can't hit.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Winslow, the pass to Hero. Kept alive. That one doesn't drop. Philadelphia leading by 15. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And he gets it to go. 26 points for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's tipped. And now Philadelphia on the break. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
The Heat trail by 19. Here's Hero. He's got 13. And it's sent back by Horford. Richardson gets a wide open look. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Well, rising up on the J. Richardson. Good timing on the pull-up that time.
Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Winslow against Simmons. Three-pointer. Butler drains it from beyond the arc. Butler's got 13.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up. Amazing to watch the 10th overall pick in 2014 and Justice Winslow manage his career and positional change in the NBA. I mean, last year, he had a very underrated season. Averaged 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. A lot of what Miami was trying to do last year had to deal with Justice Winslow playing some point forward and initiating a lot of their offense, especially in the wake of the Dragic injury.
And the 76ers call time here. And with Winslow, the defense, Brent, was always there. The offensive improvement finally caught up.
Well, a little bit, Kevin. He's still never going to be your 1 through 3 option in any offensive set, and defense will be his calling card. But last year, the way that they explored his ball handling and made him a point forward, he definitely impacted the game.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
Johnson outside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and Jones slams it in.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. To the wing right side. Rebound by the Heat. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. A 3-ball. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Down low. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off. You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
And here are the Heat now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace.
And that's 5. One more, and he'll be disqualified. Got to be more careful.
Jones, the pass to Hero. Winslow dishes to Johnson. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Harris's shot is off. The Heat trail by 9. Pass to Hero. Fires top of the key. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Scott, good.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
To the inside, here's Hero. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Hero's got 9 points now in the quarter. The 76ers leading by 9. Left side, Scott makes it off the glass.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Miami's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Hero, and he's good on the 3-ball. Hero got 20.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Harris. It's hauled in by the Heat. There's Winslow, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Joel Embiid. Dion Waiters checked in for the Heat. Johnson finds Waiters. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Okpala. O'Quinn defending with the shot. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And he knocks down the first one.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
He's perfect from the line this time. There's Winslow. He has 6. They double him with Simmons. It's tipped. Now here's Waiters. Tight defense on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's able to get it back. That one rolling around and rims out.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Winslow's shot is off.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
1:05 left in the third quarter of the game. They double him with Simmons. Winslow kicks to Jones. Pass to Waiters. Will it go? And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Passes to Jones. Here's Okpala. 8 points for him. There's the pass to Johnson. Here's Okpala. From beyond the arc. The shot, no good. In the corner, Simmons with it. From 15 feet away, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Here's Waiters. Scott pulls it in. Scott's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. 76ers ahead as they wrap up. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Heat trail by 19. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Heat, Dion Waiters is out there with Justice Winslow. Then it's James Johnson. Then it's Jones. And it's Okpala in at the small forward position.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Waiters outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That's his first foul. And the Heat making a change here. Adebayo's checked in. Now here's Waiters, guarded closely.
And he has to take that long.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid, taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 7 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Now Adebayo. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you very much. Shea, you all leaned on defense to get the win here tonight. Why were you so effective defensively?
We just wanted to come out here and challenge them, pressure them. You don't win games being nice on the defensive end. You need to get mean. And tonight, we were able to bring the nasty.
Well, you want to keep that on the floor, but it worked for you tonight. Congratulations, guys.
David, thank you as always.
My game ball goes to the guy who fully dominated tonight. All right, the guy that made the other team adjust to what he wanted to do. That's what it's all about. Get up here, Che. Nice work, man.
Hey, I appreciate you, Coach. Hey, I appreciate this, fellas, man. But you know what? This ball just isn't about me. It's about all of us, all right? Let's keep this thing going. Let's keep it pushing, all right?
Yeah.
Come on, let's huddle up. Let's go.
Count it off.
Win on 3. 1, 2, 3, win! Let's keep it going, fellas.
Good game tonight, Che. What is it about playing these guys that makes you feel so comfortable?
Hey, it's just one of those nights, baby. I got hot. Nothing anyone could do about that. Keep it coming.